a lot of people. So I just, for the record, I'm gonna have one eye on the game, and I'm damn sure gonna be watching the Masters just come on right now. You know, so if I say, you know, like Rory gets 3 steals or something like that, you'll understand. But yeah, it's the end of the season, and you know, look, it's great that you have achieved what you wanted to, and you get to rest some guys. You get some rest next week. But the guys who are playing, you know, coaches' minds are always going. Get the most out of it, because there's, you know, get the most out of it, because you're going to be called upon in the playoffs from time to time. So that's the only way I can look at it. Start getting your mind prepared for, you know, the finals. You know, it's the finals now. So you gotta pass the test. So these upcoming weeks, you gotta tell your family, you know, I'm not going to be as available. You know, give me some space, and get ready, because it's wartime now. You know, these next month or so, it's time to get serious and get down to it.
Yeah, no, I mean, a couple things. One, you know, this feeling that they have walking into the building today, like this is how you used to start to plant your flag as one of the better teams in the league. Right, like you're striving for rest, and just like when the playoffs start, the sooner you can get a series over, the better, so that you can start to rest and recover, and then plan and prepare for the next round. So for them to get this experience now is good. Take advantage of it, like James said. Secondly, most of the guys that are going to get minutes today, they may not play a ton in the postseason, but there's going to be a minute and 12 seconds that Jordan Goodwin could come in and change a playoff game, that Bronny James could come in for one defensive possession, get a steal, go down, and still be on offense in a big game. So they still have to play these minutes as though they matter, and we're pretty sure they will.
You talk about telling your family, look, I need some space over these next 2.5 months, right? I just did that to a friend today. Asked me to go to a Beyonce concert. Look, I'll talk to you in June. I may be just doing the media side, but I am locking in just as much.
Don't do that, Allie. Don't do that on TV like that. Nope.
Hey, there are some exceptions, indeed. But when they tell me I have to be here, I'm here. Let's take a look at the West play-in and playoff picture. If it ended as is right now, obviously we've had our eye on this bracket for a long time, but what you need to know, all 30 teams in action, going on right now in some sort of way, with 7 seeds still to be determined in the West heading into today's games, which of course includes who will the Lakers face in the first round. As we have mentioned, they have locked up the 3 seed in the West. So we'll talk more about playoff matchups in a bit, guys. But first, the goals along the way, the Lakers handling business. We heard it a lot down the stretch. They said they wanted to get into the playoffs, no play-in. And then JJ made it very clear the last month or so that he wanted the 3rd seed, and they did just that. Fish, I'll start with you. How do you view that responsibility when you think of this checklist along the way to getting to the top, right? You check that one off. How do you view the way they handle that responsibility, putting themselves in this position?
I mean, I think you view it as a positive sign towards what the team is capable of when they decide, you know, this is who we are and this is what we want to go after. That's a big part of putting together a really good NBA season. Like, most teams aren't just rolling the ball out when game 1 starts and hoping and wishing to win 50-plus games. There's a very specific approach to the season, how you manage players offensively and defensively, adjustments that you're making throughout the season. Winning 50-plus games in this league is not easy, regardless of which conference you're in, but in particular in the West. So this team has shown over the last month, when we're determined and fixed on a particular goal or shared mission, we can accomplish it. And so that's something that they can put in the bag and take into this postseason stretch.
For sure. You know, given what they've gone through, you know, the rotation of players in and out, changing of coaching. And, you know, I think all the coaches, in my opinion, did well while they were here, given the circumstances that they had. The Lakers want to win. They continue to make changes. And I think, you know, given what they've been able to accomplish this year with the players they've had, waiting on Vanderbilt to come back, you know, making a big trade. And usually when you make a big trade like that, it takes time to kind of make that gel. But they seem to have, you know, really, you know, bought into the system and gel quicker than most. IQ of Luka had a lot to do with that. And Vinny and Vanderbilt also. So yeah, that's something to really, is an incentive and something you can put in your pocket and hold on to.
Someone who's going to be a very busy man today. We get you live to Portland for the final game of the regular season. Lakers reporter Mike Trudell, he is first on the floor as always and has plenty on his watch today. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, Allie? I mean, honestly, it's actually a pretty easy, low-key day. Yes, we will be scoreboard watching. I will not be watching the Masters like James. We'll have the main one, right? The Warriors and the Clippers. Then we'll have the Wolves on, and then we'll have the Nuggets on. And we know that Houston is actually playing everybody. So a lot of intrigue as to where the Lakers might end up in terms of who they're going to play. But for this one, it's really just going to be about how many shots is Dalton Knecht going to take today. I asked him that later. In the meantime, for J.J. Redick, what is he thinking about for this one? Are there any areas of focus? And you know that he is actually excited, of course, being J.J. Redick, to see what kind of permutations he can throw out there with the Lakers rotation today. So here's J.J.
I'm excited to coach. We're obviously allowing today to be an opportunity to manage guys who are working through injuries and have been for some guys like Doe all season. So it's an opportunity for guys like Bronny and Shake and Keefe to play meaningful minutes. And I think all those guys for the last 4 to 6 weeks have been really, really good in our stay ready games. So I think we'll play well, and it'll be fun to coach.
I'm sure you'll be just locked in on the game. And at the same time, there are 3 games in the West that you could all end up in 3 different places. But are you just gonna? They'll tell you when the game
We're
ends.
gonna play who we're gonna play. It's out of our control.
JJ, when the season started, we had the moment, it feels like forever ago, with LeBron and Bronny together. And there's been a ton of discussion about Bronny and sort of his place in this league. I'm just curious, big picture, like how you think he's handled his rookie season and the steps he's taken as a pro in his first crack at it.
I give him an A+. How he has personally handled a lot of attention, good and bad. He doesn't ever break character. He's the same guy every day, and he doesn't allow the good attention to get to him. He doesn't allow the bad attention to get to him. He just continues to work. I thought Zach and his staff did a phenomenal job with him when he was down with the South Bay Lakers. He's improved, and you can see, and we saw this particularly. I went to some early games and seeing his confidence grow from October, November to, really that second part of the G League season post showcase was phenomenal. And I think every time he's been on the court for us in the second half of the season, you can see that.